The lie that built America. America's history isn't just about freedom. It's about a calculated lie. A lie told by the rich to the poor. Your enemy isn't us. It's them. Before America existed, there was no white race. Europeans slaughtered each other for centuries. English versus Irish, Italians versus Germans. Whiteness, it didn't exist. But by the 1600s, in the colonies, it had to be invented. Why? Because the rich could count. Enslaved Africans and indentured Europeans outnumbered them 10 to 1. And when the oppressed unite, empires fall. The invention of whiteness. So the elite created a new weapon, whiteness. Poor Europeans got rights to testify in court, own land, even join slave patrols. A tiny taste of power to turn them against black rebels. It worked. Rebellions like Bacon's, where black and white servants burned plantations together, were the elite's nightmare. But by 1700, divide and conquer had won. Poor whites traded solidarity for a badge, and the myth that their skin made them better. Civil War, the biggest con. Fast forward to 1861. The Confederacy's vice president admitted it. Our cornerstone is black inferiority. But ask the 75% of Southern whites who own no slaves, why die for a rich man's property? The answer? The same old lie. If slaves go free, they'll take your jobs. Sound familiar? From heel spurs to their stealing your jobs, the playbook never changes. Never mind that slavery stole everyone's wages. The rich sent poor whites to die while they stayed home counting profits. Labor movement, divided we fail. 1930s strikes, white workers turning away black applicants. Even unions fell for it. White leaders barred black members to protect their craft. But bosses loved that division. During the strike, they just hired black scabs. White workers blamed them, not the boss, for their lost job. As Dr. King warned, the labor movement was split by race, and that's why it failed. Modern era, ghosts of the lie. Today's rhetoric? Same script. Build the wall. They're criminals. You'll lose your job. The names change, Irish, Mexican, Muslim, but the goal doesn't. Keep us fighting each other, so we never demand their wealth. The truth? Our ancestors were played, but history doesn't have to repeat. The real enemy was never black or brown. It's the few who profit from hate. Who benefits when you blame someone else? Who profits from your anger? On blame and division. When you point at them, who's pointing your finger? Why do the same stories of us versus them keep repeating for centuries? On power and control. If racism is so irrational, why has it been so effective for so long? Who stays rich when the poor fight over race instead of wages? On historical amnesia. Why do we celebrate freedom fighters in history books, but ignore those who united across race? What if the American dream was designed to distract from stolen land and labor? On complicity. What privileges do you accept without asking who paid the price? When you say, I'm not racist, are you resisting the system, or just your guilt? On solidarity. What would happen if the 99% stopped believing the 1%'s lies? Why are we taught to fear each other's liberation instead of the bosses who exploit us all? Which question hit hardest for you? Let's discuss. In our next video, why the answer isn't all rich people. It's worse. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you in the next one.